Yes, people, what's happening? Nice one for coming back to the Fuse UK. It's much appreciated as always. Our next guest tonight, ahead of his BKFC debut at BKFC 40 Leeds, it's Conor Cooke. What's happening, brother? You good?
You all right? All good. Yeah. All good. Just in. Good timing.
Good, man. What's been happening, like, mate?
No, we flat out. Just by the gym there, so I got here just in time. Still covered in sweat. Haven't even showered yet, you know.
I'm wondering if we could start it, mate, by talking about where your combat sports journey began, because I know you've done bits of kickboxing and stuff like that as well, haven't you?
Yeah. My fighting's been all over the place. I think I started boxing when I was about 11 or 12.
Yeah.
Won an All-Irish title, and then went on the MMA in the 20s. Won an Irish title. Done a bit of kickboxing on the side. Won a world title and a British title. Then done a bit of unlicensed boxing. Won a title, Irish title. Then I got signed pro boxing. Then I'm 3-0 at the minute. Then now I'm here. So I've been about.
Done well then.
I've done okay. I could have done better, but things went against me with the COVID and stuff, kind of put me back. But we're here again. We've got another opportunity. We're giving it the same focus, you know.
Yeah, and I know obviously this isn't going to be your bare knuckle debut, because I know you had a fight with Robbie Drought.
Yeah.
Was that your debut and your only fight?
Debut, yeah. That was my debut. That was my first. Yeah. It was good.
Have you had any other bare knuckle, or was that the one and only?
No, that's the one and only. No, that's it. I had an offer for England, but it never came across. It never happened. Then I was offered a fight in Dubai last week, but that's St. Paddy's Day weekend, but that never happened either. So this will be my second, yeah.
Yeah, Kushti. And how did you find the transition over from doing obviously the mixed martial arts, kickboxing, gloved boxing to doing the bare knuckle?
Yeah, I don't find it too bad, to be honest. Like, I call myself a fighter. I'm more to do a certain specific stance. I always say I'm a fighter over a boxer, over MMA fight. So I don't mind taking on any style, but I do find there's a difference between pro boxing and bare knuckle boxing. I've been asked this before, and I treat it different. Your stance is different. Your reactions are different. Yeah, you have to be wary about getting caught in the chin quicker and easier. Yeah. So there is a slight difference between boxing and bare knuckle. It's hard to put my finger to it what it is. I'm more defensive, I think, with bare knuckle. I've noticed than normal boxing.
You're more prone to get like cuts in that, aren't you? That's why.
Now, back of your head, I think you're thinking about that more. Yeah, I've had about 60 odd fights, and I got my first scar in my very first bare knuckle fight. So there we go. You know, I try to avoid that.
Well, what a tough opponent to be in with on your debut as well, Robbie Drought, isn't he?
Yeah, it was tough. He's very durable. It's a good fight. It was a good way to break the ice to get me in. But no, I was happy for that fight. I was happy with the performance. Now on the next one, same again.
Kushti, and obviously, do you know much about your opponent who you're fighting at BKFC for?
Robbie Kennedy. I don't know much about him. I've looked into him a wee bit. He's big. He's strong. He's a few nice wins under his belt to see. He's been here before to BKFC. He doesn't seem to be. He seems like he's not scared. But it's a fighting game. We're all like that. We're all kind of tough men, and we're all warriors. So to me, it's just another name. But I've seen them all. I've seen them all come and seen them all go. Just like, treat it like another day in the office.
Yeah. So is this fight going to be a heavyweight?
No. I had cruiser. My last fight was 81 kilo, and this is 93. So cruiserweight. I think he fought at heavyweight last year. I think he was heavyweight.
Yeah, he fought at heavyweight the other month, didn't he? This month, actually, beginning of this month against.
That's right. Yeah. I watched that. It was a good win for him. Very good win. Very awkward stance he had, but it worked. You know.
Yeah, that was a mad punch, wasn't it?
Where'd it come from? No, it's good. Yeah.
What did you think of the whole BKFC shows and being obviously a part of the biggest platform in the world now? Where you're having your debut?
Absolutely, it was tough. It was actually it was watching. I only started getting into bare knuckle boxing the last few while. I've been watching between them and BKB and BKFC, and I was always fascinated with BKFC with their shows and the names they got. And I always thought to myself, when I start any sport, I always think to myself, right, how do I build up? to fight the champ and become the best. I think you have to have that mindset. So once I started bare-knuckle boxing, I thought to myself, I have to get on the BKFC show someday. And I was thinking years down the line or a couple of years, but next minute I got a mail from Adam Newby and Kevin Smith. Big shout out to them too. They made this happen. And they got it all arranged, got it sorted. I just went to the gym, showed up the next day and got an email saying that was all confirmed. Let's go, let's dance. So I'm pleased to see it and I'm happy to be a part of it. Big show, massive show, So I can't wait.
And obviously the rule set's different in it, so with you having an MMA background, it'll probably work in your favour with the clinch work and stuff.
I'm not too sure of the rules just yet. I'll worry about that on fight day. No, it's all. To me, it's just going to focus on boxing, and I'll figure it all out from there. It's all new. It's all new to me still. I'm still learning the trade, as they say. But I'm not looking forward to it. The clinch seems to be a bit different than usual. Yeah, than the last fight I had. I don't think there was a clinch, and same 2-minute round still. Yeah, so I've seen it all before, kind of like it's all quite similar style and similar, and ends up in the same place. In clinches or on the back foot. So we'll see.
What do you think of the main card? Obviously, the top 2 fights that are on the show that I'm fighting on.
Yeah, Danny Presley. I've heard his name mentioned a good few times over the years, and actually my friends brought up to me way before I even knew who he was. And then your man Holmes and too, and I've looked at them both, and they're both very tough men. So I'm actually glad to be part of that card, especially when it's being over here in the UK. And I'm actually looking forward to both my weight, cruiserweight. So you never know what's around the corner. So I'll keep an eye on every man on my weight. I always do. I'll watch them. I'll look into them, and I'll keep notes, just in case.
And what can we expect to see from Conor at BKFC 40?
I'm going to give this my absolute all. I want to earn the respect of the fighters in BKFC. I want to earn the respect from BKFC themselves, and I just want to show everybody how good I really am. I've had lots of opportunities over the years, and they've all fell through due to COVID and stuff. And I've had 5 fights in Pro Boxing Council back to back. So I believe this is like a second calling. This has been a third or fourth calling, if you want to call it. I believe that this is another opportunity that I'm not going to let slide. I'm training every day. I gave up my job. I'm a joiner. Well, I've cut back on the hours. I've cut back my work. So I just want to be in the gym. I'm only at the gym there now. I was in this morning. I went home and rest and straight back out. I'm just obsessed with winning this fight. And I am going to win this fight. It's a fact.
Smith Brothers Combat Sports Gym have just put, I am hearing that Conor might be the very first Irish BKFC scrapper. We are researching it.
Happy days, yeah. That'll be a good one. I was one of the first Irish champions, so it'll be really good to see me become the very first Irish BKFC fighter. That's a privilege and an honour. And I'm going to wear a title with a warrior mindset. Going to go in with a bad attitude. Represent the Irish,
Yeah, 100%, mate. Definitely, you got to represent where you come from, haven't you, bro?
We're fighting men. That's what we do. So I'm at the top of the table. This promotion. So I don't think there's a bigger platform I can go to let the world know that we're serious. Definitely. Another Conor.
There's before we wrap it up, is there any shout out sponsors, anything else you want to share with us, mate?
Just want to say a big shout out to Jackson Wink management team and Kevin Smith himself and Adam Newby and just anybody along M lines, because without them I wouldn't be doing this. I'd be training every night for no reason, because it was hard for me to get fights. And I've came across them guys. They reached out to me, and it's the best thing that's happened to me. So I owe them men a lot, and a big thank you to them all. And anybody helped me train. I've got a new lease of life, and it's been great the last few months. I've been back stuck in the gym, and I'm back where I belong. So appreciate any help I get. We'll see what happens next.
100%, mate. And obviously, when we get closer to the event, hopefully you can jump back on, mate, and tell us how the camp's going and things like that. And I'll but you're obviously at the show.
Anytime, just give me a shout. I'm always here.
Definitely, mate. Thank you very much for your time, mate.
Appreciate it. Thank you. All the best.
Speak soon, Conor, pal.
Bye.
Ta-ra, mate. Yes, people. That's Conor Cooke there. Make sure I'm going to put his social medias in the description, so make sure you just head over there and give him a follow. Nice one, people. What have we got in the comments here? Ross from In the Red Corner podcast. How you doing, my brother? Ashstring. Fuse, we're fighting at the weekend. You coming? What type of fight is it, mate? What's happening? Let me know. Big up the Smith brothers inside. But yeah, people, what's this fight that is on about here, Ash? But yeah, Conor Cooke, he's got a fight coming up with Robbie Kennedy, who beat Jack Draper the other day. The beginning of this month, 4th of March at BKFC 37. Conor Cooke will be fighting him, Robert Kennedy. That'll be a good fight. It's going to be some card that like. I think Ash has gone, but I'm going to wrap this up so it's a separate podcast for Conor. But appreciate everyone who tuned in. Hope you enjoy the rest of your evening. Good night. God bless.